Have you ever noticed something weird? You're sitting in your living room connected to Wi-Fi, trying to upload a video, and it feels painfully slow. Then you turn Wi-Fi off, switch to 5G, and suddenly everything becomes lightning fast. But a week later, you're at a crowded stadium using 5G, and it takes 30 seconds just to send a photo, while the cafe Wi-Fi next door could probably download an entire Netflix season before your message even leaves your phone. So which one is actually faster? Is 5G the future that's supposed to replace Wi-Fi entirely? Why are telecom companies spending hundreds of billions of dollars building 5G networks if we already have Wi-Fi everywhere? And if 5G is so revolutionary, why does your phone still automatically connect to Wi-Fi the second you walk into your house? Most people think this is a simple battle between old technology and new technology. It isn't. Because in 2026, the answer to which is faster is surprisingly complicated. In fact, one of these technologies can theoretically hit speeds of over 40 gigabits per second, while the other can work perfectly in the middle of a highway moving at 100 kilometers per hour. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why asking Wi-Fi or 5G is almost like asking, what's better, a car or an airplane? Let's start with what these technologies actually are, because despite using them every single day, most people couldn't explain the difference if their life depended on it. Wi-Fi is a local wireless networking technology. Think of it as your own private road. Your router takes an internet connection from your internet service provider and distributes it wirelessly throughout your home, office, or coffee shop. That's it. 5G, on the other hand, is the fifth generation of cellular technology. Instead of connecting to a router sitting 10 feet away from you, your phone connects to a massive network of cell towers spread across an entire country. In simple terms, Wi-Fi is local, 5G is national. And that difference changes everything. Here's where things get interesting. Imagine you and your friend both need to travel 10 miles. Your friend has a Formula One car, but he's stuck driving through downtown traffic. You have a regular sedan, but you're on an empty highway. Who gets there first? The answer is, it depends. That's exactly how Wi-Fi and 5G work. Let's talk raw speed. Modern Wi-Fi 7, which is becoming increasingly common in 2026, can theoretically reach speeds above 40 gigabits per second under ideal conditions. That's fast enough to download a 100 gigabyte game in less than 30 seconds. Meanwhile, most real-world 5G users experience speeds somewhere between 100 megabits and 1 gigabit per second, depending on their location, carrier, and network congestion. Wait a second. If Wi-Fi is potentially 40 times faster, why are we even having this conversation? Because maximum speed is one of the most misleading numbers in technology. Nobody buys a Ferrari to drive at 200 miles per hour through rush hour traffic. The problem with Wi-Fi is distance. Walk 20 feet away from your router and your speeds start dropping. Move upstairs and they're slower. Put 3 walls between you and your router, and suddenly your blazing fast connection feels like it's from 2012. 5G was designed to solve exactly that problem. Your phone can maintain a connection while you're riding a train, walking through a city, or sitting in the back seat of an Uber. It doesn't care if you're 1 room away, it cares if you're 1 mile away. But even that comes with a catch. Not all 5G is the same. Telecom companies love putting a giant 5G icon in your status bar, but that little symbol doesn't tell the whole story. There are actually 3 major types of 5G. Low-band 5G is the marathon runner. It covers massive distances and works well indoors, but its speeds are only modestly better than 4G. Mid-band 5G is the sweet spot. It offers a balance between speed and coverage, which is why most carriers are aggressively expanding it. Then there's Wave 5G, the version telecom companies showed off in commercials. This is the absurdly fast stuff that can hit multi-gigabit speeds. There's only one tiny problem. A tree can block it. Rain weakens it. Walls stop it. Sometimes even your own hand can interfere with the signal. It's like owning a rocket-powered sports car that only works on one specific street. Suddenly, Wi-Fi doesn't look so outdated anymore. And this leads us to the biggest myth of all. 5G will replace Wi-Fi. No, it won't. In fact, the opposite is happening. Every time you walk into your house, your phone immediately abandons 5G and jumps onto Wi-Fi. Why? Because mobile carriers don't actually want you using cellular data 24 hours a day. Think about the numbers. Imagine an apartment building with 500 people all streaming 4K video over 5G simultaneously. Cellular networks would become congested almost instantly. Wi-Fi offloads that traffic. It's one of the reasons telecom companies quietly love Wi-Fi. It reduces the burden on their infrastructure and saves them billions of dollars in expansion costs. Ironically, Wi-Fi isn't competing with 5G, it's helping it survive. But there's another factor people rarely discuss: latency. Latency is the delay between pressing a button and getting a response. It's why gamers obsess over ping. You could have a 10 gigabit connection, but if your latency is terrible, online games will still feel awful. Modern Wi-Fi can achieve incredibly low latency inside your home. That's why competitive gamers still prefer Ethernet and Wi-Fi over cellular networks whenever possible. 5G has made enormous improvements in latency compared to 4G, but it's still dealing with a much larger network infrastructure. Your signal has to travel through towers, switching centers, and carrier systems before reaching its destination. Milliseconds matter. And if you're wondering why cloud gaming, virtual reality, and future AI applications care so much about latency, it's because the future of technology isn't just about downloading faster, it's about responding faster. Now let's answer the question everyone clicked on this video for. Which is actually faster in 2026? If you're standing 10 feet away from a modern Wi-Fi 7 router with a fiber internet connection, Wi-Fi wins. Not even close. If you're driving across town, sitting in an airport, or walking through a city, 5G wins by default because Wi-Fi can't follow you around. If you're asking which technology is more impressive from an engineering standpoint, it's probably 5G. Building a wireless network that covers entire countries is an astonishing achievement. If you're asking which technology delivers the best experience at home, Wi-Fi still wears the crown. And that's the truth nobody puts in the headlines. Wi-Fi and 5G aren't enemies, they're teammates. One gives you speed, the other gives you freedom. And as we move deeper into 2026, the companies building our connected future have already realized something consumers haven't. The winner of the Wi-Fi versus 5G war isn't Wi-Fi or 5G. It's the devices that can seamlessly switch between both without you ever noticing, because the best internet connection is the one you never have to think about. So, next time your phone automatically jumps from 5G to Wi-Fi when you walk through your front door, remember, it isn't making a mistake. It's making a decision, and chances are it's choosing the faster option. But now, I want to know your answer. If you had to give one up forever, would you rather lose Wi-Fi or lose 5G? And before you leave, I want to ask you something. This channel is just getting started. Right now, you're watching us at the beginning, before the thousands of subscribers, before the big milestones, and before these videos reach millions of people. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, hit that subscribe button and help build this channel. Years from now, you'll be able to say, I was here when it all started. Every like, every comment, and every subscription tells YouTube that these kinds of deep dives into technology are worth showing to more people. So, drop your answer in the comments, Wi-Fi or 5G, and if you want more videos that uncover the hidden stories behind the technology we use every single day, subscribe and join us on the journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.